It's finally here. After many years of leaks, hype, speculation, and rumors, Fallout 4 has finally been announced. Anyways, for today's commentary, I want to talk about my thoughts on the Fallout 4 reveal. In fact, if you haven't seen the trailer yet, there's a link for it in the description below, so go check it out if you haven't. Anyways, let's get on with it. Now, a few things I want to say before we actually get into my initial thoughts. First off, I am a Fallout fan. I loved Fallout 3, and I really enjoyed Fallout New Vegas. But I am not by any means hyped up or excited for the game whatsoever. And it has nothing to do with the game itself. It's because whether I just can't or I choose not to, I do not get hyped up for games anymore whatsoever. I haven't for the last few years, and I plan to continue this trend. And the reason is because nowadays especially, hype leads to disappointment. But that's just how it is. Also, I see a lot of people complaining about the game's graphics. Listen, if you're one of those people that are complaining about the graphics so much, then here's your solution. Go build a PC. Go download graphics mods once the game comes out. Buy the game. Install those graphics mods. And make it look pretty. Besides, I'm sure, knowing the modding community, there's going to be about a few hundred or so mods. No, 100,000 or so mods. Like 5 minutes after the game comes out. There'd probably be 1,000 or so mods. Like 3 months before the game comes out. So you have no need to worry about mod support. You know, it's Bethesda. It's Fallout. That's just how shit happens with Bethesda and their game franchises. Now, my initial thoughts on the game. Personally, I feel that Fallout 4 looks a lot like it's going to be a bigger version of Fallout 3. Just looking at the location and looking at the assets used in the trailer, you know, looking at the dog, which could be a descendant of Dogmeat or an ancestor, just depends on when and where the game takes place. It could take place in Boston, like it's been rumored, but we'll just have to wait and see. And looking at the Brotherhood of Steel, which I'm happy to see me returning, I really like them of Fallout 3. Overall, I just feel it's going to be a much bigger version of Fallout 3. And I have no problem with that. I love Fallout 3, once again. So, bigger version of Fallout 3 means happy me. I also wouldn't be surprised if they took some inspiration with Skyrim with this game, you know. Maybe we'll have Fallout 4's version of Skyrim-like potions, for example. I mean, Skyrim and Fallout 4 are obviously both made by Bethesda, so it's possible, knowing the continuity and the relationship between both series, even though they really don't have any connections. We know how the relationship works with both. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a reference to the "I used to be an Avenger like you, then I took an arrow to the knee" quote from Skyrim. Anybody remember how much that blew up back in 2011? And how big of a meme that was in 2012? I do. That thing was literally like glued to my brain for months on end, but luckily everyone stopped giving a shit about it. Well, yeah. I'm sure this game is going to be huge. I wouldn't be surprised by that whatsoever. I mean, knowing how big Fallout 3 was and how big Fallout New Vegas was, it definitely wouldn't be a surprise. And seeing as this game is most likely going to be only on Xbox One, PS4, and PC, which I hope it is only on these 3 platforms, I'm hoping it's not held back by the 360 and PS3. If it is only on these 3 platforms, then I'm sure that Bethesda is going to use this game's power to its full potential, and we'll really see what the Xbox One and PS4 could do. I'm really hoping that this is the first real next-gen game, even though the Xbox One and PS4 aren't next-gen anymore. You still get what I mean. But yeah, that's basically all I can say about it. I'm sure there's going to be other things in this game that we haven't seen yet. Also seems like we're going to be starting out in the vault again, looking at a certain scene of the trailer. It also looks like it's going to be a bit more colorful. Maybe there'll actually be some rain this time. But yeah, maybe we'll start out as a baby again, and then we'll be an adult by the time we get out of the vault. Maybe we'll just be an adult already by the time we start the game. You know, when we're creating our characters. It also seems like the character that we're playing as may talk. Just looking at the trailer, at the end of it, with the Dogmeat lookalike. Although that could have just been for trailer purposes. But yet again, maybe our character will actually talk this time. Maybe we'll be able to choose what our character sounds like and what he says. Well, of course we'll be able to choose what our character says. It's Fallout. And I'm sure there's going to definitely be a lot of inspiration from Skyrim, but yeah, that's basically all I can say about it. Also, there probably will be an option to turn off your voice. Okay, that literally is all I have to say. Anyways, that's all I had to say. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, I'm out.